Hello, friends. I finally got back with you guys. I'm still working on letting people know what I know about Morgellons. You know, trying to share my story. But I'm new to this, making these movies and that. 61-year-old guy. That's kind of numb upstairs to begin with. But I'm gonna see it through. I got a new camera here that takes better pictures. But then I got to use an editor, go play. There's a lot of things I'm learning. It could take me a while, but I'm getting my message across. That's mainly what I want to do. So, like I said, I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to discuss, what was going on at the time with them, and I hope you get something out of it. Program, I guess I got to merge it. A picture I'm showing you right now on the Morgellons. This is a hair fiber coming out of my arm. If you'll notice, there's two of them here. I don't know if you see my pointer. I have to check that. They're coming out of one pod. That's another strange thing about this stuff. If you see this square thing on there, I can't prove it, but I think it's one of them dots or crystallines or something within my system. This act, I didn't know it at the time, but this acts as an antenna. Okay. That's why we're picking up the wireless remote and all these sounds and that. Okay, this looks like some kind of dead fly or something. On my right elbow or something, I put some Vaseline on it. This is in the younger days, and I was trying everything people were telling me and stuff. I don't know if something come out of my arm like that or something landed on it and stuck right on the Vaseline. My son was with me, so he's seen it too. We took it off, put it on the microscope, and this is what it looked like. Definitely looks like some kind of gnat, fly, something. Okay, I called this a worm. I still can't prove it, but this thing came out of my left wrist. I seen it moving. What I was doing was taking peroxide on the hole where I seen this white thing, and I kept rubbing a Q-tip with peroxide on it, and it was irritating this thing, and I could see stuff moving. I said, man, maybe I'm just seeing things like I was with that bug flying through the air. This is what come out of it. It looked like it was a worm with one eye, but other people were pointing it out. It may be the fungus or whatever's coming out of the pore, and it looks like something live, I could tell you a little bit more about this some other time, or somebody might be able to put it in the comments. My wife pulled this out of my wrist, and I'm a big, strong guy. My son was in there, and I was sitting on my bed. That's where I sit at a lot. And they got this thing to where they could grab a hold of it, and they pulled it right out, and I almost passed out. Just the thought of thinking, man, I got something like this in my skin. There's no way. Okay? This here is a picture of my chest. I don't have the original picture, but this whole area was open at one time. Or this is right before it. This is how the lesions started out, I don't call them lesions. I call them eruption, because whatever that stuff is, it's coming out of me. And it's causing the lesions. Yeah, it was about the size of a silver dollar, and it was weeping and oozing. Okay, once that hole was open, I kept feeling this stuff in the middle of my chest. I call it a main frame or main line. I took an X-Acto knife, and I pulled on this thing with a sharp knife, and it was hard to get it to cut. But I got it off. We stuck it under a microwave. My son was helping me. He stuck it under a microscope, and it looks like a web, a spider web underneath my skin. I wonder, man, this stuff is it makes this stuff by itself. If you look here, there's like thick parts. To me, what it looked like is like a rope. Like you keep wrapping rope until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I pulled that off there, I bled like a stuck pig, and I could tell I disconnected something in my chest. It took a long time to heal that chest up. This here is some more that was on the tail end of it. Look like little fibers, you know, whatever that is, self-assimilating, that's the word I was trying to come up with. That's what it's doing. Okay, this is the biofilm that was coming out of me at the time, early on in this. We went to a place down in Dearborn, Michigan. It's called Greenfield Village. You know, it's got Henry Ford Museum and things like that. And it was hot out that day. I ride a scooter because I'm a disabled vet. But the people I went with, my wife and kids and stuff, man, when I stepped out into the sun, I got so hot, I had to stay in shades. Then I got so hot in the shade, they had a gift shop there. I told my wife, no, I'm going to run down to the gift shop. It was air conditioning in there. And I spent most of my time in that air conditioned shop. I don't know what was wrong. My wife said, well, man, maybe it's a medication you're taking, blood pressure medicine, something, whatever. This has something to do with the Morgellons at the beginning. If you look at some of these hairs on my arm, look how they're standing straight up. You know, that's what I'm talking about, the antenna that's picking up the stuff we're getting. This here later on, my son got an ultraviolet light out, or a black light, or whatever you want to call it. And if you'll look, that's lit up. That's lit up. This is under my skin. I got scared to death when I seen this. I said, man. I started treating it using colloidal silver, you know, all the bad things that new people get, you know, borax, baking soda, you know, tried the alfalfa. I've tried a little bit of everything. I don't have the picture, but I looked on my right bicep area. There was all these blue lights, and they were perfectly lined up, one after another in a square of about 20 or 40 of them. And they looked like Lego dots, you know, like you hook a Lego together. This is another picture. Okay. All I can say is this was early on, you know, 2016 when I was noticing all this stuff. So I'm going to make on other videos what I did, try to be more focused on telling my story, you know, yeah, and not just flying all over the place. But these are my pictures. So some of you, if you can identify it, you know, put it in my comments. Also, I'm not doing this to make money. I haven't ruled it out like my son said, well, Dad, if you make a few bucks, make it, you know. It'll pay your extra insurance you got to have. I can no longer pay my Blue Cross to go on my Medicare, so bummer. But something's going to come up. But yeah, if you relate to these pictures, put it in the comments, let me know, and subscribe to me if you want. I think I'm going to be a blessing for some of you. And so I hope everybody's blessed today, and thanks for viewing this.